After a solid yet unspectacular first season in the Elite Division, the Bilbali Desperados will be keen to build on their 8th placed finish in 24-94. However, their development as a team may be hampered by their own head coach, as Daggett Backstabber has spent time during pre-season launching his own campaign to be elected mayor of Bilbali. Quite why he wants this is anyone's guess. The newly promoted Phangorn Falcons are expected to struggle despite being crowned second division champions. The team are woefully underfunded, so much so that they cannot use inducements. Team owner Lauren Saunders and head coach Guinness will instead rely on celebrity endorsements by star war dancer Alpha Chad to generate income for the team. In a pre-season interview with Bloodlines magazine, Chad promised to lead the division in scoring after round 1 while, quote, jumping all over the place. We'll see if he can deliver.
We shall see. It's Alpha Chad after all. It's very Chad.
Had a great season in the second division as the Falcons were promoted as champions. Can he cut it at this level? That is the big question. Let's take a look then at the cap spend for these two teams coming into the new season. Elite Division means we have the big budgets, so it was 15 cap each to spend, and this is where it was invested. So, for the Desperados, Backstabber picked up guard on Iñaki Mendiburu, the bodyguard. The big blitzer / ogre, whatever you want to call him, Peo Pereira, picked up sure feet as a secondary. Unai Alonso, the bodyguard, picked up Juggernaut, and Joaquin Velasco, the retainer lineman, has picked up Frenzy, and then the special action has been used. Backstabber for mayor. 2 cap has been invested out of the 50 required to complete that challenge. Mr. Backstabber, you may want to explain your thought process here.
Speaking as Mr. Backstabber, I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity of placing some key skills in some major players that were given to the team as prospects for improvements. Of course, you can't help but invest a little bit in your own stuff, right? Just a little bit. I really wanted to invest more, but the players on the pitch did not allow me to really neglect them, as I'm going to neglect them through the season, I can tell you in advance, most probably. So having a second guard is a 100% increase in guard in the team, which I think is good. And the sure fit on Perurena is just the move to make him, or to put him in the same level as he was at the end of the previous season, because basically he lost the sure fit in the third season rebuild, and now he has to have it back, and so he's a fast blitzer. And the other lads, they can have random skills, that's fine.
For the Falcons, 4 cap went into Legless Spirit Lush, the lineman, to pick up Wrestle. And then it was tier 3 skills across the board. Dancel Saunders picking up Diving Catch. Go-Go Blackburn, the War Dancer, picking up Strip Ball, which to be fair is pretty good on a War Dancer. And the thrower Bex Glitterbane, new thrower, gets on the ball. 5 cap going into other actions that wasn't leveling players. So we have developed an Academy prospect. 2 cap to remove the strength bust on the Academy thrower, Fern Whisper. Protect 5 insurance, which we've not seen much of, is putting a policy in place for just this round to protect Saunders, Spatail, Chad, Glitterbane, and Blackburn. And Alpha Chad's interview cost the coach 2 cap to manage his mouth, shall we say.
Oh dear.
So that's where the investment went. Viking Cop, we probably need to do our countdown to start the VOD at this point.
Really?
So because we're going Is this old school, new school, whatever school?
This is absolutely old school. We love it.
Okay,
we love this.
We're going to press play.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. Look at that. So a new season, and the Desperados, last season for them as a newly promoted team was all about avoiding relegation. They did that, and relatively comfortably in the end. The Falcons have the same task this season.
Well, you say it relatively comfortably, but they did not secure their spot on the very last game against the Sartosa Deckhands, if I remember correctly.
Relatively.
To be said, they were two points away actually from going to the off-season Blood Bowl tournament, which was kind of very silly.
I think the question for Bilbali this season is, where is the target? What is the ambition level? Is it another season of just trying to survive? Are they wanting top half? Are they wanting to try and qualify for the Blood Bowl Championship? Do they want to win the whole thing? Falcons choose to receive.
Oh dear, you have to tell me the minute and the second because it all went away.
We're currently at 1 minute 20.
Okay.
So if you go to about 1 minute 30, I'll pause it now at 1 minute 26. Wow.
Okay, I am at minute 28, so I catch it well. Okay, fine.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Here's your Falcons roster then. Dancel, Saunders, and Taras Patel are the two catchers. Bex Glitterbane, the new thrower on this team. Two war dancers, Alpha Chad, who we've talked about, Gergo Blackburn, who we've sort of talked about as well. There's a new tree, Rootwork Jones, makes their debut for the Falcons. Sasha Guayuli and Ewan Meadows and Legless Spirit Lush all continue from last season. Thorny McGale, Velvet Shrike, and Cyrilin Moskin are all new. It is a 12-player roster for the Wood Elves.
11 elves and 1 tree. It's very solid. Although that tree's name is a bit ominous.
So that's your Falcons roster coming in at 1575 TV. Your Desperados roster looks like this. The three-pronged attack sees Andoni Elizalde, Igor Uruticoechea and Peo Pereira continue as the three blitzers. Tackle and sidestep on the two blitzers, and then we have strip ball on Pereira. Four bodyguards, Unai Alonso with Frenzy Juggernaut, Ibai Guruzeta with block and guard. Ander Azelis is a newbie, and Iñaki Mendiburu is also a newbie who was picked up guard in pre-season. Caldo Borenga carries on at thrower, and then all new linemen, Mikel Udangarin, Javier Amesquitara, Joaquin Velasco, Gaithka Larrabal. That's your 12-player roster. One bench for both teams, and the Basque pronunciations are back. Hooray.
We love them.
Perfect conditions for the weather. Inducements, we have not very much for either side. I think it was there no inducements at all in this game?
It's the new inducements because the Falcons cannot get inducements.
Yeah, exactly.
And also because, I don't know if it's in this replay, but there was the TV back.
Yes.
In this one, listing the Desperados close to 2 million TV, where in reality we realized later that it's something like 1.6. So the Falcons didn't have even 100k in inducements that they could not spend anyways.
We are managing that bug situation as we are managing all of the bug situations. On the ball, puts Glitterbane under the ball, and we are underway for this Elite Division season for these two teams. And immediately, the War Dancers seem to have a plan. That is Alpha Chad going after Joaquin Velasco, who he was trash-talking in that pre-season interview. That's a stun against the lineman.
Joaquin goes down. And it seems that the Falcons are going to make good progress of that side of the pitch. That's pushes only on Gaizka Larrazabal. I will give you the hint on how to say it properly. Oh, it's a root.
Immediate root,
Rooted
immediate injury. Michela Dangarin is gone. Rootwork Jones with the first casualty of the season fairly immediately. Forward goes Tardis Patel to be a scoring threat. Alpha Chad also in scoring range. Dancel Saunders also moves forward to be in scoring range. The Falcons seem to be keen to get on with things here. That, though, is a immediate failed rush. But thankfully, one that didn't require me to change the replay. We got away with that.
There's no ball.
So how will the Desperados respond? There are multiple scoring threats in play. Are they bothered? Is it high-value targets? Let's find out. There is going to be a
They're
blitz.
going for the base approach. Oh, it's Alpha Chad, the target of the blitz.
Push only from
I see.
Elizalde. Not taking down Alpha Chad, but we're feeding a lot of guard into this little scrum on this side. Putting pressure on the two War Dancers. Trying to tie them down as best we can. And then Perarina's gone and base someone up, but otherwise we're just keeping the Falcons at arm's length. That is a POW from Ewan Meadows. He takes down Ibai Gurutzeta. Of course, his twin brother is not on the roster anymore for Bilbali.
We don't have the Gurutzeta Blooders anymore. Yet another knockdown. On Sabi Amezquetarra.
So Amezquetarra goes down. And Alpha Chad makes a leap into the end zone. There's going to be an attempted pass here from Bex Glitterbane. That's a 1. And we are going to fumble it again, despite pass. So it's a 1 into a 1. Obviously that broke things, so I've had to improvise. But it was a snake.
Very smooth.
And Glitterbane drops the ball on that attempted pass. Probably a Tardis Patel, to be fair. Ball is on the floor. Double POW from Iñaki Mendiburu against Gergo Blackburn. War Dancer goes down. War Dancer is stunned.
There was a surf option here against Alpha Chad, but the Desperados decided not to take it for some reason.
Already a few calls in chat that Chad is overrated.
Oh, he is indeed, absolutely. Speaking as backstabber now.
Heyo Perarina gets the knockdown. No armor break on Thorny Miguel, but there's going to be a blitz from Igor Urutikoichea, who finds a knockdown on Glitterbane, the thrower. Will we attempt to pick up the ball in that tackle zone? We will not. Perhaps surprisingly, we're just going to base it.
Very tactical turn for Desperados. If a bit unexciting, because no attempts on the ball were done. And that's going to give some time to the Falcons. Oh, that was Skull, yeah.
3 skulls out of 4 there for Sasha Guayuli, but we get the knockdown and the armor break this time. That is a stun on Amezquetarra. Alpha Chad making his way back towards the rest of the team. Finds the POW on the blodge. Armor break. Chad strikes. Apo immediately called for, and Daniela Zalde is okay, but Alpha Chad has his first casualty of the season already.
Well, that was a great start for the start, or one of the starts of the Falcons. The other start coming here with Dancing Saunders moving in to support the potential advance on the ball of the Desperados.
Glitterbane's going to drop in to try and pick up this ball. Failed dodge. And we are going to...
This is going to break things again.
Fail it again. Scatter the ball. Not a great start to Bex Glitterbane's career with the Falcons, but that is a bonehead from the big blitzer, Perarina. Desperados with a bit of time to surround the ball with more players and maybe try and recover it. Double both down from
that was a successful rush.
Shea. Finds the stun, and then it's going to be Unai Alonso to dub skull the blitz. Reroll used. Gets the armor break and the KO on legless Spirit Lush. So at least made up for all that double skull. And picks up the ball.
Hey, look at this Alonso. Coming from nowhere. Clinging up the ball and getting it. But he decided to base Donsil.
Yeah, he's based Saunders up there. The two ward answers are fairly far out of play. So it might need to be another player who comes back and tries to make this sack on the ball.
This is an absolute mess. Everybody's basing everybody.
Now it's Alpha Chad with the blitz. Are we going to leap in? Chad does leap in, and Chad gets the sack on Unai Alonso. Armor break as well. Alpha Chad is delivering so far. Dodge from Thorny Miguel. Pickup is successful from Miguel, and he's out with the ball. Look at that. Tries to hand it off to Tardis Patel, who gets it at the second time of asking. And Dancel Saunders makes the dodge away to complete what is almost a cage, but not really. Peo Pereira comes in for the blitz and finds the sack on Tardis Patel. Armor break from the big blitzer. Ball is caught by Thorny Miguel.
Magnet hands! Magnet hands from Miguel!
We have had everything in the early part of this game. Another armor break, another stun.
Armor is not holding in neither team.
We are going to wrestle Gergo Blackburn to the floor. Wondered if we might have gone for a foul there. We can ignore the tree because Rootwork Jones is rooted. And Velvet Schweik is pushed to the sideline. So, tricky situation for the debutant Miguel with possession of the ball. But the Falcons do have possession of the ball.
Yet again. So the ball had changed sides already twice. Ooh, that's another break. And that's the blitz from Saunders.
Saunders with the blitz on Uruti Koichea. Frees up Alpha Chad, but Thorny Miguel is going to be asked to dodge here with the ball. And that's a 1 in 9 from Shrike. Needs a reroll.
Another reroll is gone.
And there's the attempted dodge from Miguel,
that's gonna be the last
fails.
reroll.
But the ball scatters. I think to Gergo Blackburn.
And there is another magnet hands from Gergo Blackburn. So this, let's wait for a moment because you have to cut this down. This was a 1 in a 3+ dodge failed.
Last reroll
used. Fourth reroll used. Succeeded, and then the 2+ dodge was failed. No rerolls remaining, but the Blackburn was around.
Blackburn is sacked.
Blackburn loses it. A second sack from Unai. Another magnet hands.
Alpha Chad with the magnet hands this time. The Desperados cannot catch a break, and that is eventually a takedown on Bex Glitterbane. We're going to continue to surround the ball. Desperados doing everything they can, but the Falcons just keep scooping it up. Wood Elves out of rerolls now.
That's a difficult position to leap from. Probably dodging is the safest option. It's a 5+ dodge.
Might be able to make it a 4. Oh, there is a dodge from Alpha Chad. Who's going to fail that dodge and injure himself.
Chad is down.
Apo called for. Apo does not save him. And the ball scatters all the way back into the Desperados half of the field. Alpha Chad is out of this game. seriously hurt. So he would miss the next game as well for the Falcons. That's a big one.
Unless he uses some of this sweet recuperate. But yeah, definitely not great. Mid push on Santos.
How from Urutikoichea as the Desperados might just look to sweep up this situation. They've got 3 turns to get this ball stolen and find the touchdown. Unai Alonso finds another.
Yeah, Alonso has gotten the measure of Blackburn.
On the seriously hurt, the insurance doesn't actually do anything because there's no need to send him to a specialist or anything like that. There's a serve.
That was the blitz of Perurena, enabling the 2-die on Velvet Strike, who is getting a talk with the crowd.
Yeah, Shrike into the crowd. Desperados continue to sweep things up. Is anyone going to attempt to pick up this turn? No, we're just taking blocks by the looks of it. Johan Velasco next to go.
Yeah, punching. Punching is good. Punching they like.
There is only one tackle zone on the ball, so it's not super safe. Not when Denzel Saunders is around. Saunders not going to attempt to pick up. It's Tardis Patel who's on the move at the moment. And Patel is going towards the backfield. Going to be Blackburn to dodge through and try to find a blitz here.
What's a 4+3+2+? Made it.
1-die knockdown on Ameskatara. And Blackburn for the pickup rolls a 1 yet again. The Falcons are only good at magnet hands and have been pretty rubbish at everything else. So can the Desperados find a score? They need a scoring threat this turn. It's going to be a blitz that is another POW from Ibai Gurutzeta this time. Recovery's not looking too easy. Armor break on Saunders. He is stunned. And there's another surf on here, isn't there, on Sasha Guayuli? Into the crowd. After the hit from Iñaki Mendiburu.
That's a respectable amount of removals from the Desperados this drive, but they don't get control of the ball like at all.
Is it going to be Perurena to be the scoring threat? No, he's going to bonehead.
No, Perurena decides to bonehead.
I think that means the Desperados can't score this half. Gergo Blackburn's going to try the pick up. He's going to fail the dodge. Obviously, that caused everything to break. So that's why that looked a bit clunky. So there could be a big old foul coming here on the other remaining War Dancer. Yeah, it's going to be Blackburn who eats the boot. And it's a KO from Jabier Ameskatara. Referee not happy with that. Ameskatara is sent off on his Desperados
the referees
debut.
in the ZFL, referees in the ZFL are the worst.
Half time. Desperados 0, Falcons 0. Time for a word from a sponsor.
Are you tired of paying out huge sums of money to players who can't even lace their own boots anymore? If you're tired of the Zup looking after the little guys, Protect 5 Insurance promise to look after the big guys. By which I mean your franchise, not an actual big guy. You get the idea. Protect 5 Insurance. Set up with us.
So 0-0 at halftime, but I think the Desperados will be happier with that setup, and only 1 KO comes back for the Phangorn Falcons.
Falcons have basically no more dancers and 2 players out, so they are down to 8, meaning that the Desperados really have numbers advantage.
Yeah, 2 catchers and the thrower, but that's about it for the Falcons, who are struggling on their Elite Division debut here. Here comes the kick. It's going over that left-hand side as we see it, and changing weather is going to put the ball in the crowd. Another boon for the Desperados as we see the knockdown with block on the LOS. hit from Peo Pereira, and that's another stun. So 2 stuns out of 2 blocks so far for Bilbali. Can Uruti Koichea make it 3 out of 3? 1 in 9 is fine. Gets the break and does get a 3rd stun. This has proven to be a serious struggle, isn't it, for the Phangorn Falcons so far?
Not an easy game by any means. They are down 3 players. They don't have their star Alpha Chat. They don't have Blackburn, who is the backup star. And the Desperados are bullying them. To be fair, at this situation, the Desperados could just run down the clock and slowly and steadily wither down the numbers.
Well,
that's
3
knockdown.
points is 3 points if you can get them. And I think both these teams will be keen to get as many points as they can in the early part of the season, just to maybe take the pressure off the relegation fight a little bit. Pereira straight away with the blitz. 3-dice blitz going for Tardis Patel. Armor breaking on the catcher again, and it's another stun. 4 stuns this half.
It's the second time Pereira decides to have the matter on Patel himself.
So the Desperados cage moving over to the right flank. And at the moment, it seems like there is very, very little Phangorn can do about this. There's going to be a foul as well. That's a KO. Thorny Miguel is gone. Good foul from Larrazabal.
Larrazabal doing good stuff. Hugo Jones getting a knockdown. Not the break. But he's not rooted either. And here we have Saunders coming back. Not exactly in front of the ball.
Double skull on the block from Glitterbane. We're going to eat that as well. Glitterbane has had an awful game.
Yeah. Not the best in his career.
So, Desperados continuing to punch away. We're going to find another POW. Unai Alonso has been a POW machine today.
He's had definitely a good game.
Another break. Cyril Moskin is stunned. Oh, the Desperados.
And where's the ball moving? The ball is moving backwards.
Yeah. Oh, there's going to be another blitz. This time Pereira is going after Saunders. Finds the POW. Does the big blitzer. Dancel Saunders could be in trouble here. No, he's okay. He's about the one Falcons player who won't die. Another foul, another stun. Tardis Patel this time. And a root from the tree means that the Phangorn Falcons are in all sorts of trouble here. Glitterbane is going to try to sack the ball though. Fails the rush. Reroll. It's a push only. Glitterbane unfortunately burning yet more rerolls.
That's not going to be rerolled. And there's the scoring threat from the Falcons. Or maybe the Elves are just running away from the action. So the Desperados can actually easily stall this for the 1-0 win.
Crowd's beginning to get a bit agitated with the stalling, but the Desperados are very, very comfortable here, and I don't think Daggett Backstabber is one for being swayed by public opinion. Looks like we are going to move the ball forward. There's going to be a pass here, possibly to Peo Pereira. Caldo Berenga makes the pass, and it's caught by the big blitzer. The running pass as well. And Pereira scores for the Bilbali Desperados. Early in the season, and Peo Pereira is already up and running on the touchdown front. That looked easy as anything. Big KO rolls coming for the Phangorn Falcons if they're going to have any chance in this game. Oh, look at that. All 4 of them getting up.
Oh, that's not what Backstabber was expecting. So that's almost...
4,
actually, that's
6,
a full team.
6. And it is a full roster of 11 for the Phangorn Falcons who have time.
11 for the Falcons versus 10 of the Desperados, who have lost 2 players. One of them to the red.
Going to be a deep kick. Glitterbane is going to go after it, and it's going to change to wet weather, and the kick.
Oh, look at this evil kick.
The kick is right in the corner.
Evil, evil kick.
Knockout on Ander Arzelis is very, very useful. Joaquin Velasco goes down as well to Rootwork Jones. Another armor break from the tree, and another KO. So suddenly it's 11 versus 9 in the Falcons' favor.
No, it is 11 versus 8. It was 11 versus 10 from the beginning. 2 players less. So there is a 3-player advantage for the Falcons right now. Who are going for Perurena. They are angry because of the Ogres. Demonstrated better Blood Bowl skills than the Elves. Oh, it's a break!
Wow, big hit from Blackburn. Perurena is
What
stunning.
an opening from the Falcons.
Suddenly the Desperados are right on the back foot and trying to hang on for this victory.
Well, they weren't expecting the Elves coming back in mass, and they weren't expecting the Elves punching like the old chorfs of Blood Bowl 2.
Glitterbane going for the pickup and gets it this time. So the Falcons do have possession. Suddenly the Desperados have got to do a lot with a little. Going to be Elizalde again going after Gogo Blackburn. And double pushes. We're going to re-roll that to find the knockdown on the one remaining War Dancer.
Yeah,
Committing some
big
results.
Big player, Bloodborne. Understandable how the Desperados do not want to take any risks with him. But Perurena down and losing 2 players is making this defense from the Desperados quite feeble, I would say.
Yeah, there's sort of nothing that Bilbali can do about that other flank. They've got to cover this side, but there's nothing they can really do about the right flank as they defend it. Knockdown there from Spirit Lush. Does make a gap in the field, and it looks like Phangorn might want to switch sides here. A draw should be achievable now for the Wood Elves, which would be a first point at this level. Remember, they won the 3rd division. They then immediately won the 2nd division, so they have promoted to the elite very, very rapidly. Lots of question marks over whether they could cope up in the elite division. Glitterbane makes the throw, and McGale makes the catch. Are we going for the score now? It looks like we are. Thorny McGale equalises for Phangorn. It's 1-1, and is there time for a winner for either side?
You know, the moment that Chad went out, the Falcons started getting things down. That's it, both KOs come back, which is great news for the Desperados, who are now just 1 player down. They can try and play an offense.
So both teams will still feel they can win the game. The rain won't help, but another pair of 6s on KO rolls. We've suddenly seen a lot of them. Going to be a kick from Tardis Patel going towards the left-hand side, and a quick snap for the Bilbali Desperados, who have 3 turns to try to find a winner.
Well, the ball is out of range of the Elves, but it's also not very nicely centered. Oh, Dabscal straight away. Pushes only from Uruticoechea. Ooh.
Earning a reroll for not much. And that puts his pickup from Caldo Berenga under a lot of pressure. More pushes on the LOS. And Bilbali realising they need to come back to cover this. Don't know how quickly they're going to be able to push players forward, because the Wood Elves will be a threat, springing forward to try and get possession themselves. More pushes from Perurena this time, and it's going to be Caldo Berenga to try the pickup. No sure hands here. He has failed that pickup. And we do not re-roll it. Ball onto the sideline. Here come the Falcons. Double pow from Velvet Shrike on Elizalde. We've powered the blodger, scattering the ball. Does not go into the crowd, and I think that's what the Falcons were looking for. Ball into the crowd, see where it lands.
That was a good chance for them for chaos, and the Wood Elves really thrive on chaos. And they are getting everything done now that Chad is not on the pitch.
Knocked down again from Rootwork Jones, who, when he's had the chance to punch things, has been pretty competent at it so far. That's Moskin dodging through. There's a dodge through there from Legless Spirit Lush, who's rolled a 1. Are we going to re-roll that? We are not. Falcons still have 3 re-rolls here. What can
Desperados
Bilbali
moving
do?
Backwards.
Yeah, so this move backwards probably implies we don't think we can win the game, and we're just trying to hang on for the draw here.
Well, hung onto the ball. That can be important. That's a 2-die on Taspy Tail, producing no knockdown, but a pushback. And that's gonna be a push on Velvet Shrike.
So 2
Is it
Falcons
going to be a ricochet?
on the sideline. Elizalde dodges and
It's going to be
fails the pickup. Will we re-roll that one? Building the tension. He does re-roll it, but I believe fails again. Ball on the ground.
He fails again. The Desperados have failed 4+ pickups in a row, and then the ball is dangerously exposed. Although the bounce was not a disaster,
Yeah, 3.
as the Falcons were probably expecting.
3 Desperados on it. Yeah, go Blackburn there. Going to base up Uruti Koichea. And we have got a knockdown from Velvet Shrike, who will be stuck on the sideline here because of the stand firm of Ander Arzelis. Ansel Saunders moving forward. Might not be a scoring threat from there, Saunders. And this is Cyril and Moskin moving around to base the ball. Thorny McGale dodging through and also taking a rush. That's a failed dodge from Sasha Guayuli. 3 re-rolls. Do we fancy a re-roll of that one? We do. Guayuli has moved somewhere. Don't know where. Sorry. We've seen a dodge from Tardis Patel as well. Watch the catcher. He fails that at some point. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. But he does fail that at some point and knock himself out. But I couldn't make that happen without the replay breaking, so sorry. Doing the best I can here. So Tardis Patel knocks himself out, trying to dodge through to collect the ball. Last turn of the game for the Desperados. A win for either side could be massive for their early season. And Elizalde finds the knockdown on Moskin. Will the blitzer go for the ball pickup? No, he's going to stand next door. Desperados still just doing what they can. They've got 2 players tied up on the tree, which isn't helping them very much. And we have a pair of pushes from Unai Alonso. Will we see the dodge out for the pickup attempt, or are we just going to surround the ball and keep this safe? There's a dodge over there from Ibai Guruzeta to mark Dancel Saunders.
Respect to Saunders, the scoring threat of the second division. The Desperados have been doing the homework.
Dodge from Mendiburu as well. Pair of rushes. Can't base anyone, but he's just trying to form a screen and get in the way. If anyone's going to win this, it's going to be the Phangorn Falcons at this stage. But can they make it happen? Who would be the scoring threat? Block from Thorny McGale. Sidestep won't help us. There's a dodge from Sasha Guayuli in the backfield. That allows a knockdown from Ewan Meadows on Ander Arzelis. And it looks like the blitz is going to be from Gergo Blackburn onto Elizalde. And we're going to try and scatter the ball, see what happens. Oh, okay. It's in 2 tackle zones, but that might be retrievable. Oh, Saunders makes a pair of dodges. The 5+4+ from Saunders.
4+.
Glitterbane with the jump over the stricken Arzelis. Can we pick up the ball? We can't. We can. This plays on. There's going to be a pass to Saunders in the end zone. The ball makes it. The catch is bad from Dancel Saunders. And the game will end 1-1. Dramatic finish, and incredibly, really, given how the midpoint of the second half was looking, it was the Falcons who were so close to winning that game. As it is, both teams have to share the spoils. MVPs then for Ander Arzelis for the Bilbali Desperados and Velvet Shrike for the Phangorn Falcons. A draw, Viking Cop. A good result for both teams or 2 points dropped for both teams?
Well, it depends. Due to the nature of the last turn, I would say that it feels more like a loss for the Falcons, who made an incredible play. And it was only Saunders who, in his debut in the Elite Division, could not control his nerves, probably jitters, as they call them. So yeah, 1-1 is not a loss. It's good. And for the Desperado side, maybe Backstaba is thinking on whether he should have stalled the game for the easy 1-0 win. But still, he does not. He understands that no show, no win, and he's also focused on his major campaign career. And he knows that he's not getting votes playing boring Blood Bowl.
A noble stance from an unnoble coach. There's some stats for you. 37 out of 43 dodge attempts for the Falcons. 5 out of 5, actually, for the Desperados. But it was those ball catches that really made my life a living hell trying to record this game.
Yeah, we kind of regretted that during the game. We mentioned this quite a few times. That was going to be a nightmare of a cut and paste thing for you. But still, good show. Good fight from both the Falcons and the Desperados. 1 point for each team. No major losses. Both teams have an MNG. Maybe the Falcons feel it more because he's Alpha Chat. But also the team really delivered without Alpha Chat on the pitch. So, not saying anything, but there it goes.
Yeah, without Chad, the rest of the team were able to rally and find that touchdown. Almost the winning touchdown as well. Some good SPP. Not that SPP matters, but it lets you know where players have been contributing. And yes, on replays, I thought it was just action wheel plus ball, but it is more stuff than that. So a lot of those dodges were calling failures as well. So it was just pain. So much pain trying to put this one together. But ultimately, it was a fun game and it was worth it.